Hi, today I'm going to teach you the torque equation, how to derive the torque equation of three-phase induction motor. Okay, so first of all, in DC motor also you might have seen the torque derivation. In the motor, the electrical power is converted into mechanical power. The electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy. So in between the torque is developed. So in order to derive this torque, we have to equate the electrical power and the mechanical power. So this is what I have written. Okay, here electrical power is equal to mechanical power. We all know what is electrical power in case of AC. If it is a DC circuit, we simply multiply voltage and current. Okay, but in case of AC, it is includes the direction as well, so it becomes a vector. So suppose if we have a voltage vector and if you have a current vector in the same direction, then the power will be V into I. But if you have a voltage vector here and if you have a current vector here, so how do we find out the power? Voltage and current we have to multiply, and also we have to consider the cosine angle of this, that is cos theta. This is called power factor. Okay, this is called power factor. So Vi cos theta. Vi cos theta is the formula for electrical power. Now here let us write, that is Vi cos theta. Okay, which is equal to the next one, mechanical power. What is mechanical power? In case of electrical power, we say the voltage into current is the electrical power. In the same way, the mechanical power is we have to multiply speed and torque. So already you might have seen this, the constant we get 2 pi n. Okay, 2 pi n t. 2 pi n t. This is the mechanical power. If you consider the speed in rpm, so we may consider that is 2 pi nt divided by 60. So this is watts. This is the mechanical power. Okay, but if we consider this in seconds, then there is no need of writing divided by 60. Okay, so simply the mechanical power is 2 pi n t. Fine. So we have electrical power and we have mechanical power. So here this cos theta equal to 2 pi n t. Now what is our topic? Torque equation. So this is the torque equation. This is the T. So keep T in one side. So T equal to Vi cos theta divided by 2 pi n. Okay, so here we see here is three-phase induction motor. Okay, in three-phase induction motor, if we consider this is one phase voltage and single phase voltage, then we have to multiply by 3. Then it becomes 3 Vi cos theta divided by 2 pi n. Okay, so now this through 3 by 2 pi n, we can say it is a constant. So we can say T equal to K Vi cos theta. Okay, cos theta, Vi cos theta. Now if we don't want to write cancel the proportionality, then we can say simply T is proportional to Vi cos theta. Simply it is a power. Okay, so Vi cos theta. Now if you want to derive the torque equation, simply you find out what is the value of this, what is the value of this, what is the value of this, and substitute here. That's all. You will get your torque equation. Now how to get this? What is this voltage? We know the torque is produced in rotor. Okay, so if torque is produced in rotor, all these parameters are with respect to rotor. Okay, with respect to rotor. So simply replace all these values by voltage means rotor voltage, current means rotor current, cos theta power factor means rotor power factor. That's it. Now, when we say about stator and rotor, how do we differentiate which is the rotor voltage, which is the stator voltage? So simply we know that the three-phase induction motor is same like a transformer. Okay, it is same like a transformer. So if it is a stator, we consider it as a primary. So all the parameters, like if it is a voltage V1, if it is a resistance R1, if it is a impedance Z1, then the rotor we consider it as a secondary. Since it is a secondary, the voltage of rotor V2, the resistance is R2, then the impedance is Z2, current is I2, like this. So this is the way we represent the rotor parameters and the stator parameters. Okay, now simply we are going to replace those equations with the stator rotor voltages, rotor parameters. Now we know that T is proportional to Vi cos theta. Now let's just think, what is this rotor voltage? So always whenever we mention V, it is a supply voltage, that is we supply it. Whenever we write it as E, this is also voltage, but this is not a supply voltage, this is the induced voltage. Okay, so it is induced voltage. So we can say that in the rotor we don't give supply to rotor. Yes, we give supply to the stator only. So if I talk about this is a voltage with respect to rotor, means it is an induced EMF. Okay, so this should be written as E. Okay, if it is induced EMF E, and for rotor we have to write E2, then this I become I2 and this become cos theta 2. Okay, so the torque of three-phase induction motor depends on this T proportional to E2 I2 cos phi 2. Okay, this we should know. Then another point is that here when we talk about E2 also can be written in different way. Like the E2 also can be written as E2 is proportional to phi. Okay, so what is that phi? Here it is a stator and here we have a rotor. In the rotor, here the EMF is induced. This EMF we call it as E2. How this EMF is induced? Because here we give the supply and this supply produces the flux and this flux induces the EMF. So since this is the flux which is producing this E2, this is the reason that E2 is induced. So this phi and this E2, we can easily say both are proportional, both are same. So you may write the equation in other way, phi I2 cos theta 2. Okay, so till this if you understand, the remaining part will be very easy. So you can write either this equation or you can write this, either of this. Okay, but we'll be proceeding with this equation only. Okay, now again, so the T is proportional to E2 I2 cos phi 2. Now, so E2 is okay. Now let us find out how to find out current I2. I2 is the rotor current. Okay, so we know by Ohm's law, current equal to V by R in case of DC, but in case of AC, this R is replaced by Z because the AC has both resistance and reactance. Since it is a rotor current, it should be rotor voltage and this would be a rotor resistance. And in rotor voltage, we don't have supply voltage, we have only the induced EMF and this Z2. Okay, so now again the another point we have to consider here is, we already told due to the slip value, this is the synchronous speed and here we have rotor speed and there is always a speed difference. So always we have term called slip. Due to the slip, the rotor frequency and the supply frequency both are different. Okay, so the EMF induced in the rotor, it is directly depends on the slip value. Okay, so we can't simply write simply a E2 value will not be same throughout. At the time of starting, E2 will be different, at the time of running it will be different, and maximum torque condition E2 will be different. That E2 depends on a slip value. So we can't write this E2 simply E2, it will be replaced by S into E2. Okay, so the E2 becomes, sorry, so now the torque equation becomes, here this will be E2 I2 cos theta 2, and here the I2 will be E2 by Z2, and E2 will be now S into E2, where this S is the slip. Now again we have to find out Z2. What is Z2? So we know generally impedance Z equal to root of R square plus X square. Okay, R square plus X square. Now resistance and reactance, since it is a rotor resistance, this will be R2 and this will be X2. And one more point is that we know what is reactance. What is reactance? If it is an inductive reactance, 2 pi FL. So obviously in AC we have an inductive reactance only. So this reactance depends on the frequency. And since it is a rotor reactance, so this is the rotor frequency. Okay, so this rotor frequency we know Fr equal to S into supply frequency Fs. So the stator frequency depends on slip, and this if the slip changes, frequency changes. If frequency changes, reactance changes. So we can't simply write X2. It will be slip multiplied by. Okay, so here in the place of Z2, the equation will be just simply in the place of X2 multiply with value. Okay, so now Z2 equal to root of R2 square plus S into X2 the whole square. Okay, so now here in the place of Z2 we can replace it. So now you will get I2 equal to S into E2 divided by root of R2 square plus S into X2 the whole square. Okay, this is I2. So E2 is same. Now we found I2 also. So finally what we have to find out? Only cos theta 2, that is power factor. Okay, so now let us find out how to find the power factor. Okay, so now let us delete all this so that I can have space. Okay, so now cos theta, what is the formula for power factor? So how to find out? Simply, if we have a resistance and we have a reactance, okay, so if we apply the voltage, now the current will flow. Here we have, it is in AC circuit, we can find out what is the formula is the cos theta will be equal to R by Z. Simply, since we are talking about the rotor power factor, it will be R2 by Z2. Then again, what is Z2? Already we saw. So now cos theta 2 is equal to R2 divided by root of R2 square plus S into X to the whole square. Okay, now simply what we have to do? We have to substitute this one here and previous I2 here. Now you will get a torque equation. Okay, so now let us substitute. Okay, so now I am clearing this all so that the topic will not be visible. Okay, so now T proportional to, already we have a E2, then S into E2 divided by root of R2 square plus S into X to the whole square, and then R2 divided by root of R2 square plus S into X to the whole square. Now what happens is, here since there are two E2, so we can say S E2 square R2 divided by, since here we can write it as R2 square X to the whole square. Okay, so this is the final torque equation. Now if you want to remove this proportionality, then torque can be equal to 3 by 2 pi n, then s e2 square r2 divided by root, not root, r2 square plus s into x to the whole square. Okay, so this is the torque equation, final torque equation. So the unit will be Newton meters. Okay, so I hope you all understand. Now the next topic, what you will be seeing is, we'll be drawing the characteristics, okay, graph between torque and slip. So it is very, very important, torque slip characteristics. Okay, so I hope you all understood and enjoyed as well. If you like, please share and subscribe. Thank you.